If you're a digital nomad and you are going to Machu Picchu, you want to do it efficiently, you want to do it within a budget, that's what this video is going to be on. So stick around and I'm going to break down the entire trip, the costs, and some of my advice as well. So in the beginning, you need to get to Cusco. Cusco is the Incan capital. You have to go through it to get up to Machu Picchu. It's just the way it's all set up. And I flew in from Lima. I got to Lima from Bogota, Colombia. I paid $400 round trip. It's with Wingo. It's a local Latin American airline. It's a regional airline. And planes are pretty comfortable, fairly new planes, no issues with timing. If you're flying in from another part of the world and you're not in Lima already, you can go straight to Cusco. And Cusco has an international airport. If that's something that you want to do and you want to skip Lima altogether, that's not a bad idea. Once you are in Cusco, and for me, getting to Cusco did cost me about 95 bucks. I probably could have booked it a little bit earlier and gotten a better deal, but that's what the round trip flight was. You get there really early with most of the flights. In Cusco, you have the option to hike, take one of the travel group tours. It's a 4 or 5 day hike. You can do the Incan Trail. There's multiple options out there. It's really not my thing, going through the jungle and mosquitoes and stuff. So I decided to take the train. There's two options. There's Inca Rail, there's Peru Rail. These are the official train options to get up to Aguas Calientes, which is the town that's right next to Machu Picchu. And Peru Rail, for me, the expedition option, it was the most cost effective. It's a pretty comfortable train. And they have this bimodal option that I picked up. And the reason I did bimodal, it saves you time. So on the road up to Olatambo, which is the town where you take the train from, the train's going pretty slow to that town. So the better option is to take the van. It's kind of like a luxury van. It's nice. It's comfortable. It's about an hour and a half from Cusco. And you got to do it from, there's 4 stations, I believe. Poroy, San Pedro, Manchac, and I think there's one other one. But the main ones you want to take your van from and book with the train company is San Pedro and then Huanchac. These are the closest. And the reason I say that is I was suckered into taking the Poroy station one. It took me an extra, I don't know, 45 minutes. We were almost late. We almost missed the van. And I think it cost me 40 soles, which is $10. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it was a headache. And the last thing I wanted was to deal with another logistical nightmare. It already takes 4 or 5 steps to get up to Machu Picchu. So please avoid that if you can. Everyone tells you take the scenic route, go out to the far station that's far away, and you got to take a taxi to get up there so that you can take the van from there to take the train ride up to Machu Picchu. It's a waste of time. I didn't see anything special. Anyway, so San Pedro or Huanchac, those are closer. Whichever one's closest to your hostel. I do recommend staying in the hostels in both Cusco and Machu Picchu. You're just going to go there to sleep. You don't need a luxury hotel. You're mostly going to spend the majority of your time out exploring, seeing the sights. And for me, I think Machu Picchu is really the only site to see. I did spend some time in Cusco, and I did take one of the tours, the day tours. It's not that exciting. Anyway, so you're in Cusco. You need to get to San Pedro or Huanchac, so book one of those stations. They're pretty close. And so that way your taxi ride is not far. You don't have to deal with logistical nightmare, missing your train or your van, which is going to leave from that station. So from there, you're headed up to Olatambo. Olatambo, hopefully I'm saying that right. And from there, with the bimodal option, you're getting on a train. As you get off the van, and there's signs everywhere, it's really easy to figure out. You get on the train, the Peru Rail expedition, and it takes you up to Aguas Calientes, which is a small town right next to Machu Picchu. It's a beautiful little town. Enjoy it. And again, I posted some tips on this town and where to eat and all that in the other video. And that's going to be in the links in the description as well. So you guys can check that out. Anyway, now you're in Aguas Calientes. It's still a hike to get up to Machu Picchu, get up to the gate. It's an hour-long hike, and jungle, mosquitoes, not my thing. So I booked Concetter, which is the official bus. It's $24 round trip. It's the official bus to get up and down from Aguas Calientes up to Machu Picchu. So you get $120 for your train round trip. You got $24 for your Concetter bus, but you also have to buy your tickets for Machu Picchu itself. Here you got multiple options. It's a tourist trap everywhere, so they want you to book a tour for this, a tour for that. But it takes much longer time if you're doing the tours. They go through the history and so forth. I really just went there for the experience, for the photos, for the videos. You can't spend more than a few hours up there. The sun comes out at 11 a.m. My ticket was booked for 7 a.m. A friend of mine who works for the cultural administration actually told me, he said, hey, it's rainy season. It's going to be raining the entire time you're going to be up there. Don't waste your time and go at 7 a.m. Just tell them you missed the bus, you missed the train. They'll change your time to 11 a.m. And that's exactly what I did. I get up there at 11 a.m. and it's raining. It starts to drizzle a bit as I'm hiking up once I get past the gate. And I get up there, it's 11 a.m. The sun moves all the clouds. It was the most beautiful experience. I had never seen anything like this in my life. I don't think I ever will. Again, really gorgeous. Anyway, bring sunscreen. I definitely regret not bringing sunscreen up there. No one ever told me that the sun was going to be that strong. But when you're 13,000 feet above sea level and the sun comes out, it's powerful. And I got sunburned all over. I think it was twice in my life that's ever happened to me. As you can tell, I don't have the lightest skin. But that's definitely a big piece of advice I wish somebody had given me. Great experience, $40 for the tickets to go up to Machu Picchu from the gate. It's peanuts for an awesome experience. The bus, I don't regret any of this. I mean, the bus, the train, the plane to fly into Cusco. You can take a bus to get to Cusco from Lima. It's 21 hours. It was the fastest route. I did stay in hostels in Cusco and in Aguas Calientes. And the reason I didn't want to be rushed. You could do this whole thing in a day, and I looked at that initially, but I don't recommend it. You could miss a bus or miss a train. It's just not worth it. You're going to ruin your entire trip because you didn't take your time. So spend a day in Aguas Calientes, I would say. Really some beautiful sights there before you go up to Machu Picchu the next day. Cusco, it's kind of a tourist trap. Again, there are a couple of things to see. I think Rainbow Mountain is one I would recommend. It's a travel tour. It takes an entire day to get out there. It's not close. You can get some gorgeous photos out there. It's just a mountain made of rock, but there's some formations on the mountain which it allows for different colors. It's just a beautiful look, and you can see all the photos people post on Instagram on that. Anyway, that's enough for this video. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Please like, comment for any feedback for me. I really appreciate it. And if you like my channel and you want to stick around, there's going to be another video, and I want you guys to be the first to get access to it on Lima itself. So it's Miraflores, Barranco, two of the most beautiful neighborhoods in Lima. If you are coming to Lima and you want to check that out as well, that video is coming up soon. So thanks again. Until next time.